Hello heroes, it's Kinnery again, and I'm here to bring you a video on some information learned from pre-release images and data that has been mined from Reddit. Many thanks to the users Supersonic159, SpaceBear22, and Ryoukai for a lot of the images and speculation. I hope this video has better quality, and without further ado, let's jump right in. First up is how characters look in their tile form and what different borders on the tile cards mean. As you can see here, I've highlighted a few confirmed 4-star characters and they all have silver borders on their tile card. Furthermore, since the last water character is a confirmed 3-star staff user, we can say that silver borders are 4-star and bronze borders are 3-star. I haven't seen any 5-star tiles yet, but I would speculate that they are either gold bordered or rainbow bordered by some of the patterns I have seen so far. Next up we have the events and raids. We have some confirmed extra content from the main story right at launch, which I think is fantastic. I'm really excited because Reddit user Ryoukai said that the event looks very similar to how another Cygames game, Grand Blue Fantasy's events are run. This means that there is a bit of a grind, but the character that you get from the event is relatively easy to obtain. We also see that there's a 5-star dragon raid to complete that has a chance to actually drop the dragon itself. I really like these two things because that means we have the ability to get characters outside of gacha, and this seems to be a really great start to this idea. Another important piece of information is the event character's rarity. Using the logic from before about tile borders, we see that the character is actually owned by this user, and since it has a silver border, we can say that it will be a 4-star character. An important info piece for multiplayer battles is that they don't appear to require 4 different people. The pictures seen here show 2 player 1 characters and 1 player 2 and 3. This is interesting because you aren't required to constantly organize 4 people to raid together. And also, if what Andre from Game Explain said about multiplayer battles having split rewards, this could be a way to get a larger share of the pie. We do see that the second player 1 character is the event character, so this might also be part of the event requiring the event character as an ally. Either way, this is a little interesting. Next up is some info about dragons. Or not dragons, rather. In the Nintendo Direct, we saw both an imp and a phoenix dragon, as shown here. The conclusion that I drew from this was that not all dragons were dragons, but they at least flew. Turns out I was wrong. The beast shown here is actually a unicorn. I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be completely honest. I understand that it can be difficult to constantly churn out new dragons, but I'm now having a hard time qualifying the whole group as dragons. I'll probably call them pets or beasts or something, but that's for another time. Let me know what you think I should call them as a collective in the comments below. An important point about the beasts is that we can have a unique one for every single character, as seen in these party composition pictures. I don't know if this was already confirmed or not, but I was wondering about this before I saw the pictures. This is nice because there's been recent confirmation that matching dragon typing to a character's elemental type will also give a percentage power boost. This is also the same for worm prints and weapons being unique for each character. Speaking of worm prints, I saw that worm prints changed colors due to some reason. I'm speculating that this change occurs on upgrade, as we can see the star rarity is the same in the picture on the left, but some of the coloring, shine, and effects are improved from the left picture to the right picture. On the right we see tabs numbered 1 to 5 with 5 being locked. So I think that with upgrades, you can get more abilities and information along with the change in the art of the worm print. I think this is a really awesome touch, as the graphics are already really awesome and beautiful. And some unique visual effects for your hardware goes a long way in my opinion. Another really awesome touch is that there are unique home screens. In all the videos I only noticed the one where the MC was walking along a rolling path towards you. These images show that there are unique waiting places in home screens. It may be random, but I would be really impressed if the screen changes depending on where you are in a story or event. It would be a really great touch to give the world a more living feel to it, where you are actually in the game doing these quests right at the place where you last were, like an adventure truly would be. There's also some neat setting options. I can't translate Japanese, but what interests me most is the 3D and 2D settings. I don't know what that means, but I immediately jump to gameplay, cutscenes, or the home screens. I think the latter two are way more likely than the former, but either way, it's kinda interesting. We also see some cool sticker customization for when we go on raids or do multiplayer battles. I think it's a nice touch. Finally, I have some speculation on upgrading star quality and worm prints. From these images, I immediately noticed that the 4-star characters have a max level of 70, while the 5-star character has a max level of 80. We have already seen that it's possible to upgrade star rarity using Eldwater, so I'm curious to see what max levels are for 3-star characters, as well if it's possible to go past level 80 for 5 stars, whether by upgrading to a 6-star or by the mana circle. We also see the process for upgrading the Worm Prince max level. With this image, I speculate that the upgrade process for max levels of Worm Prince requires a duplicate of the Worm Print. It makes sense that the devs aren't handling duplicate prints and weapons like characters because you might want to have multiple of the same weapon or print for a team member. What all of this means is that a lot of what the upgrade system means is still relatively unknown and will probably stay that way until release soon. And that's a wrap. I hope the video and audio quality were much better this time and that this provided some information to fill the void until official release. Also note that the app is available to download right now, though it just says that the servers are not open right now. There is the theme music though, so you can be like me and listen to it until you go loopy. Anyways, I would appreciate if you like or dislike so I can use the feedback to improve, and if there's something specific, I would love it if you left a comment letting me know what. Or just if you want to say hi, that's cool too. Anyways, release is in a little over 12 hours, and I have a few things planned out that hopefully works out okay. So, thanks for watching, and peace out, heroes.